Snap improved its ketchup. Yes and no. So Snap hasn't explicitly added direct ketchup mechanics. However, there's no longer spotlight caches, and you just get tokens on the regular, so you could just like get the specific cards that you want instead of waiting and praying that they come back around. You know, it's interesting to me that it always comes up that people are like, well, interest rates are high. Because is my understanding not correct? The interest rates right now are higher than they were for a long time, but they're like still markedly lower than they were for decades, right? Like in the 80s and 90s and stuff like that? Or is that not true? Like they were like astonishingly low for a little while there, like single digits. Your understanding of that is correct. Yeah, they were like double digits in the 80s and 90s. Yeah, okay. Anybody else feeling super dead? I'm gonna take a mulligan here. None of this went well. Escaped. They were artificially low, which in part helped create inflation. Yep. Yes, that is part of the problem. Part of the large unsold inventory is people who have houses aren't going to sell them because they don't want to move and get a higher interest rate. SDM, thank you for the 75 months. Currently trying to sell my house, so please don't scare me too much. Good luck, Godspeed. It really depends on where you live. I think an important context of the large unsold inventory is that a lot of it is in places like Texas and Florida. Really depends on your there's a few states driving a lot of the inventory. Is a little bit of a zoom out to look at. Opponent snapped. Oh, snap. I expect Aquaman will want to buy all the homes in Florida at some point before long. Lubrication. Thank you for the 26 months. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Not if Namor has anything to say about it. So I think we Luna Snow. And then next turn we'll Moon Girl, which will give us a copy of Victoria. Yes, we're gonna Misery the Hood on 5 for sure. Go Moon Girl Center, try and grab priority here. Narrator, he in fact would not have priority. Awkward. Hey, Jeff, is there a way to get a specific card or variant to the shop without having checked the app 3 times a day? There isn't. It's one of the most frustrating and stupid things about the snap economy. They should really just let you buy stuff with tokens when you want to buy it. Oh, put the other demon right too, please. Thank you, bud. Appreciate you. This fills our hands with demons. Yeah, that's great. Why wouldn't I want to fill my hand with demons? I get to go Victoria, Victoria, Demon, Demon on the last turn. And then this Misery's gaining 4, and this Mirage is gaining 4. I should split the difference here so, I don't get them both Goliath in the same lane. Super cooked, yeah? You get all 3?
Victory.
To say that for the past couple of months, Victoria hand decks have been the most fun and competitive for me. They do a really nice job of like putting out mid-sized stats that don't explicitly get crushed by singular tech cards, which is nice. You're usually like you're under Shang-Chi in a lot of your games, but still filling your lanes to 30 plus relatively consistently. Ooh, doggy. That's a good one right there. She's such a lovely lady, Chip. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was such a solid show. To talk about it for a minute, I actually think being a little critical of Pedro's nerf is fair. I think Pedro's the first time they've likely over nerfed a card in a long while. Generally speaking, Second Dinner does not over nerf things, but I think they definitely did.
I'm about to juice this up.
I need to put enough here that it looks like I'm competing for it, but not so much that I can't still win here. Got me. So this is 7 and then 3, whereas this would be 5 and then 7, so this is more. There's a chance we win the Nexus, lose the game here. We're good, I think, question mark? Yeah, we're good. That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Victory.
The month after we got him, do you think I think if the stats are not, I don't think we'll see Mr. Fantastic go back down to 2 anytime soon, but at a minimum up to a 3-5 pretty quickly if he ends up being bad. We'll see. Maybe second dinner is right. It's hard to know. My gut instinct is that it's an over nerf, but there's a lot of moving parts. I expect them to make additional changes if the numbers support the card not being reasonable after the change. That's my expectation. I expect them to follow the numbers. Not played since they changed the economy system and removed the keys. How's the game feeling to you? For better or worse, Marvel Snap's gameplay is pretty similar to what it has been for a while. So I do this, I think, and move out of the Murray Island, and then I'm ending on the Victoria here, so that way I can Misery the Frigga and copy Victoria next turn. Although I guess this deck doesn't, or the way this hand is lined up, I really kind of needed to draw a hood here, yeah? Victoria hand is 10 on the right, and then gives another 2 to the other Victoria. So this is winning the right. Can we do this? Breaker, breaker, give me some news. I got 6 points of a U. Oh, Luna Snow taking their Atlantis bonus away is cute. Would that have been enough to tie here, though? If I put Luna Snow on the right, I would have been 3, and then 13, 19, and they would have been 18. Yeah, that's a great catch. I didn't think about that dynamic. Definitely should have played Luna on the right. Good call out. Yeah. Basically 11. And plus 6 on our side, minus 5 on theirs. Victoria was 12, though. Victoria was always adding 2, Techno. So playing the actual card Victoria there was only adding 10. Mr. Fantastic was probably the most unpredictable card to play against. Are you brand new to Marvel Snap, or have you just never played against the card Mr. Negative? Like, yeah, I don't know how to respond to comments like that. Yeah, Erishim? Like, I'm not even sure he makes a top 10 list for most unpredictable. Like, he had some unpredictability, and he, like, saw more play than the other cards that are more unpredictable than him. Like, I think what you're trying to articulate was he's an unpredictable card that had a high play rate. But, like, the idea that he's, like, one of the most unpredictable is just, like, patently and objectively wrong, yes? Like, not remotely resembling reality. Actually, what are the odds the Deadpool avatar is playing a Destroy deck? I want to play Gorgon too, because if they're playing Destroy, I want to save Barrage for later. Yeah, he creates information disparity for sure. A lot of the vitriol around Mr. Negative, or not Mr. Negative, Mr. Fantastic, really just is a reminder that I feel like most people just don't like playing against good cards or good decks, because like he's such a tame design, and that always felt incredibly fair to play against compared to most things. He was just really popular because he's a good rate card. Like that's what Mr. Negative, that's what Mr. Fantastic was at 2 energy. He was a good rate card. He provided a deeply efficient amount of stats for the numbers, for the energy you spent on him.
I'm about to juice this up.
I'm adding 4 to Luna Snow, going to 15. And this is 7, going to 22. And then over here, this is 10, and this is 10. So we're going to 22, and yeah, this seems good. This is 20-ish in both of these locations. And something that I don't think is unique to Snap at all is gamers are often bad at articulating what they don't like about something. Like one of the most eye-roll inducing things that you'll hear quite frequently. Oh, we could die to both the Doom bots going left here, right? Because it'll trigger the thing. A very common sentiment that you'll hear among gamers when they dislike something is, oh, ha ha ha, that was fun and interactive. Very sarcastically, right? Because they're like, the interaction is good. But in my experience, 9 times out of 10, when people levy that complaint, they're actually complaining because they were interacted with. Most of the things, whether it's Marvel Snap or Magic the Gathering or others, they're like the deeply toxic things are toxic because of their interacting in a way that's toxic. Well, that's a pretty good one to roll. If I plan to punt here, I'm gonna Frigga this Red Hulk.
Oh, snap.
Man, that's a good draw. I think we're still copying the Red Hulk, yeah? Oh, should I have played the Victoria on the left and then quaked into her path? I forgot they had blue marble. Do I get rid of their blue marvel bonus? Is that crazy? Call me maybe.
Opponent snapped.
Yeah, I think the bonus is better for them than us, yeah? Yeah, I definitely should have, It takes their crochet out of my lane that has 4 things in it as well, which is nice. I definitely should have put... well, I guess I would have put Victoria here and it wouldn't have mattered. If this goes right... No, they only get 1 trigger. I was saying, the second one goes right, but there isn't a second one. Nice boomer snap, bud. Marvel Snap's having a moment here. It's really having a tough time processing what's going on. Hello? Marvel Snap! Hello? Hello? Is this thing on?
Victory.
Quake is such a little demon, chat. She's so good. Quake has to compete for slots with crazy powerful tech cards. When she's good, she's real good. Yeah, she's just so, she's just like such a like 8.5, 9 card. She's never like the 11 out of 10 that Shang-Chi or Enchantress are, but man, when she's good, she's so consistently good. I just mean the nerf to Mr. Fantastic was not bad. I think Mr. Fantastic absolutely deserved to have something happen to him. I think putting him to a 3/4 is a really big hit. And they usually don't hit cards that hard to start.
Snap. Opponent snapped.
Think I'd rather give them a hood than Misery the Hood? Yes or no? It's actually not true. This is really weird, because I've had a bunch of people tell me this today that they nerfed Move Decks into Oblivion, so I probably can't possibly be playing one here. Roguing my Quinjet instead of my Victoria hand sounds great. I just copy Victoria here, yeah. Well, I'm a little sad that I... Wait, actually, do I do this? I do this, and then next turn I can Moon Girl plus Demon, potentially? Or copy the Demon. Yeah, this is better.
I am the Sorcerer Supreme.
If I play the demon out instead of copying it, I'm guaranteed to get a 2 pulled into Grand Central, which I think is good. So I'm not gonna have energy to play all of these anyways, right? So I think I'm supposed to play the demon here. And then I just play 3 2s on the last turn.
I'm about to juice this up.
Getting Getting a non-created card there is a really bad beat. Oh, come on, video game. What up, Fiesta? Murdy Harry, thank you for the 2/3 of a year. Welcome back. Man. We're definitely playing Victoria 2-drop. I just don't know where. I feel like if they contest Nidavellir, they can't contest anywhere else. So I'm gonna do this. I'm adding 14 to the center, right? So we're good. Oh, I won all 3. Cool. I forgot the demo was gonna get bigger on the left. This was even with a low roll from Grand Central on us, a high roll on Grand Central for them, and this hitting the 1 and 3 to hit our bigger thing. Yeah, Gorgon's just a random proactive tech card from the deck I copied. Not that I like it, actually. Yeah, when it lagged on going to the 2099, I was like, is it about to dump on me? The Gorgon's literally just been a 2/3. So the Gorgon, what else could the Gorgon be? I think it probably wants to be a proactive 1 or 2 for keeping our hand size small when we Moon Girl. Surge. Oh, yeah, it's probably just Surge, yeah? Surge seems good. I can see Collector as well. Black Cat. I really don't want to be more exposed to Killmonger. Surge is good with Misery. And solid with Moon Girl periodically, too. I like Surge. Shadow King. If you're in the market of kicking Sandcastle, Shadow King is also fine. Although, I kind of want it to be a card we play out on curve. Fire Hair for the nut draws. I think just Misery as a Fire Hair enabler is not enough. Oh, wait, where are we at? Yeah, we should probably take a pause for the cause and roll some ads before we dive on into the finals of this. So we're going to play some more with this one, and we got plenty more Marvel Snap code up today. We're going to be snapping for basically the whole day. Appreciate everybody that's spending their Friday here with us. Don't go anywhere, gamers. If you're watching on the YouTube side, enjoying the Snap content, make sure you tap the like button. Appreciate the folks that have done that already today. No Once Upon a Galaxy today. No. We're going to be doing long Snap session, and then we're going to be checking out RoboCop and some other things on Ludio for our sponsored bit at the end. We'll be back to more Once Upon a Galaxy next week for sure. If you haven't checked it out, we're going to be giving away a $50 gift card to someone on the Ludio promotion. How many folks do we have qualified on the leaderboard? We're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people on the leaderboard. One of the 9 folks who gets at least that 10,000 points, meaning they completed the challenge, is going to win a $50 gift card, courtesy of our Ludio sponsor. Ludio is a platform that's completely free to check out. You can preview and sample a bunch of different games fully in your web browser without installing them. And then at the end, you can grab a link to grab the full game yourself on whatever platforms they're on. Really neat service and a sweet giveaway. ever want a Grandmaster? I don't think so. Grandmaster, again, like this slot here. I know I replaced a 2-drop tech card, but that tech card explicitly was a proactive card. We really want this slot to be something we can play out on turn 2 and feel good about it, because ideally when we're moon girling, we want to have only 3 to 4 cards in our hand at most. 3 is ideal, but 4 is the absolute ceiling, so we want to be able to copy 3 things with her. Pedro, if I'm being honest, I had already been cutting Pedro from these types of decks before they nerfed him. Because your hand just tends to have so many cards in it, I'd rather have the consistency from Surge. And Surge always gives you a cost reduction. Whereas Pedro sometimes just points of power, which aren't bad, but they're less powerful than cost reduction. For whatever other 2s here, ideally. It's better than a brick. A snap on the Quinjet rocks. It probably means we're getting the discount on this, which will be good for later.
Victory.
Marvel retreat. Marvel retreat. Do 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 beep beep beep. Hello, opponent.
This just in.
Jeff Papa. I'm gonna snap on the Gamma Lab because we have the Quake. We're gonna put the Surge on the right and then Quake the Gamma Lab into the Surge. Oh, shoot. Oh, I needed to do this in the other order. Oh, that's a huge mistake. I moved the Iron Patriot location. Yikes. Oh, are they Cerebro 3? They're Cerebro 3. That's funny. Which means this Camelot is extra bad for them, yeah? They probably have Valk. Yeah, but if they're Valking, then they're not Cerebroing, yeah? Do I need more than 11 here? There's no, how do they beat 13 in the middle? Is there what's a real Marvel Snap card that beats 13 in the middle on this board? Because Cerebro can't happen. Cerebro Mystique. The 5s get powered up. They could Shadow King plus Cerebro, but that maxes out at 5, yeah. Yeah, they're just leaving. Cool.
Victory.
I just want to make sure we're not missing anything. M'lady? M'lady? They have Killmonger. You think so? Oh, Moon Knight's bad for me. Are we cooked to Moon Knight? Might be cooked to Moon Knight. I don't know. They're playing Swarm and stuff. Cerebro 3 is just like not remotely an established deck, so I think it's really hard to assume they have too much without seeing it first. Clean out this warhead trigger.
Juice this up.
Well, they have a bunch of swarms. Wasn't thinking about that. Oh, we win the breaker, yep. Cool.
Victory.
Wearing him down. I like snapping before the locations flip up in this matchup, so that way they don't know if they're playing into good locations or bad for them before they agree to the higher stakes. We should put Victoria hand in this deck. I'll take it under consideration. I think it's a testament to what we have going on, though, that we've been winning without her. Luna Snow is a card I haven't played much with inside of these shells, and she's felt pretty good so far. That's unfortunate. I do this. I don't hate it. Oh, they don't have. I wasn't thinking about that. Okay. I thought they'd all have. I thought we were copying where the Herald was. But we're not. Okay. That tracks. I understand. It's fine. We still have a 212. New Galactus, new Heralds. And then when the Herald dies, it's not tied to the location, it's tied specifically to the Herald, right? So. This is 18, 27, 33, and they get to 36 here. Yeah. I mean, chat, stop with the teenage warhead. Stop it. You don't understand. Like, that's like level 2. Level 1 is, can I just beat fucking anything? And the answer is no, so we retreat. You need to count the level 1. They only have 2 cards. That's true. So can they not play for both? Warhead in either one would get us. Would she? Does this beat Warhead? Yeah, Warhead in either one would get us. But if they don't have Warhead, man, that's close. Ah, I don't care. Let's stay. They had it. Oh, it's so close. I think my absolutely least favorite feature as a content creator who live streams on YouTube, I think it's absolute bunk that YouTube as a platform lets viewers retract their message, and then even moderators and the channel owner can't see what was typed after they retract it. There's a lot of chat features on YouTube that are just absolutely trash, but that's definitely towards the top. Yes, that's absolutely a thing, and it's utter nonsense. Let's put some rocks in their deck. If we would have put Luke on the right and then Demon first, we would have tied the center there. Would we have? We would have been 12. We would have been 12 and then 9 and then 6. Yeah, we would have actually. Oh, that's why the person retracted their message, because I actually took the line that they suggested and switched my things, and then we lost because of it. Cool. Man, losing Victoria Hand is so brutal here. So I guess we'll copy Quake. Hey, Rock, thanks for still dropping off that Prime support. Appreciate you keeping me employed. Well, so much for our juke. I think we're dead. That stupid Moon Knight winning the 1 and 4, 1 and 3 to get us. It's annoying that the only discard cards that still exist with RNG have RNG that murders your opponent. My opponent also retreated. Should have believed. Oh, I forgot we put rocks into their deck on 3. Yeah, I should have stayed. I forgot about the rocks. That's a good call out. Neither of these are pretty for them, and they already... No, I snapped, gamers. It's my snap because of the locations. Yes, we're going to copy the Victoria. Copy the Victoria with Moon Girl. Yes, I'm going to do both. I'm going to play Victoria out and then copy her, and then we're going to Moon Girl her. We get to have the cake and eat it too here, gamers. Oh my goodness, if we win the throne room, which is likely, I get to play out all 6 of these on the last turn.
I'm about to juice this up.
Wait, he doesn't discount the copy? That's weird. Quake right shuts off Cerebro. Quake Center also shuts off Cerebro. Honestly, knowing that they play Cosmo, I probably should have played out 2 Quakes. But yeah, we just had so many points there, it didn't matter. That game was a really compelling one for Surge in the deck, right? I did Quake for reference, gamers. I just got Cosmoed out of it. I got Cosmoed and she got Warheaded. So I probably, because the compelling argument is, okay, maybe we should Quake twice. Just like guarantee we shut the Cerebro off, but we had enough points here that it really didn't matter. Quake had a really bad day that game. Yeah, it was not her best moment, that's for sure. It sounds a little weird to say, because she was just such a staple card for so long in this core, that the more I play it, the more I think the Moon Girl builds of Victoria hand probably don't want Kate Bishop. I know that feels strange to say, but she just, like, she puts so many cards in your hand on 2. Like, 2 is twice as many as Mirage or Iron Patriot, which makes it a lot harder to copy the specific cards you want to copy in your hand. Luna Snow was a card that felt really reasonable throughout the run of this set. This is always an archetype that's been pretty resource hungry, and Luna Snow gives you those extra points on turns that can really matter. She's also with Quinjet, and you copy her like a 2/6 that then gets bonuses from Victoria hand, so she puts all right stats on the board on the board as well. I will say I like Surge significantly better than the original deck list we had pulled up and started with today was playing Gorgon here as a hate card, and I really like Surge for a similar reason to Lunasto, that like that extra bits of energy are really valuable in spots. Yeah, Kate also lacks explicit synergy with Quinjet, so like when you're playing Mirage and Iron Patriot, they get better with Quinjet, whereas Kate Bishop does not, which is good to call out. I think if you're missing Luna Snow, I really like the idea of having something in that slot that gives you extra energy. So I would consider maybe if you have a Hope Summers, she could fill a similar spot. Could be okay, but I know she's also a Series 5 card, so there's a chance that if she's missing, and if Luna's missing, you might be missing Hope as well. I think Iron Patriot's replaceable with Valentina if you have that one instead. But you probably want something in here that works with Quinjet and generates you a bigger card on too. Just play Electro. I mean, technically. No, please don't play Electro, gamers. That would be very bad.